All right, you guys, what's going on? I'm here again with Nate Bauer Fitness. Also in this video, I'm sporting some gear from British Vintage Boxing. This is a brand that I've been supporting for a while. You've seen it in some of my other videos. If you want to get some excellent gear like this, I'm gonna leave a link in the video description below. Also, use the code PS20 to get 20% off anything in the shop. So definitely check that out. All right, in this video, I want to go over something very important that you have been asking about for a long time, especially if you're the shorter peekaboo fighter or you're the shorter fighter trying to get inside. And that's how to deal with somebody who gives you the long arm or the hand in your face. Not necessarily the stiff arm, but they start to put their hands out like this. It's different from what you're taught in typical amateur boxing. So let's say I'm here with Nate. We're working. In typical amateur boxing, what most boxers are taught is this sort of guard right here, keeping the hands up, maybe just a glove away from the face. So most of the people you're fighting will have that, and that allows you to kind of be where you want comfortably. Now, as the shorter fighter, you have to know your distance, your starting block, and that is going to be determined upon you, but that's something you got to know right from the start. For example, so let's say Nate is right here. My start is the same no matter what he's doing with his hands. So in this case, it's one step to touch. Boom. That's all I need. So right from here, if I look at Nate, I generally want to start from about this distance. If I move over here and he moves with me, it's still the same. If I move back, it's about here. One step in order to touch. If his guard is up and I'm out here, I'm too far. I'm too far. I'm really lunging. He's gonna see me coming from a mile away. So what happens is, when you start to face a fighter who puts their hand out like this, a lot of people seeing that for the first time don't know how to deal with it. And it's nothing really new or crazy, it just sort of throws you off because it makes you feel like you have to stay away from that hand, like there's poison on the end of that glove. A lot of fighters, it starts to adjust or disrupt their distance. So let's say Nate is up in the guard, and all of a sudden he sticks that hand out. Okay, now and then he starts even jabbing me lightly with it. Yeah, from that long range, yes. Now a lot of fighters who aren't used to this, all of a sudden look at my distance. All of a sudden, instead of being where I want to be, I'm out here because I'm so preoccupied with the hand trying to get away from it that is throwing off my distance and disrupting my distance. So if I'm starting from out here, far away, and he's got the hand out, anytime I try to come in, what I'm really worried about is him timing me with that right hand. He's gonna get me to make a move and he's gonna time me easy. So here I am, and then let's say I start to come in, boom, and it's much easier for him to time me when he's pushed my range and distance out further. There are three things that you wanna do. We're gonna go over those three things right here. Then there are 4 entry points that you should know. We're gonna go over the 4 entry points and how to mix them up. This is not gonna make the problem go away. It's not gonna make it that it's automatically solved like a Rubik's Cube, but it's gonna make it easier and make it so that you're less confused by the situation, especially if you're new to it. Okay, so Nate is in front of me, he has the hand out. Let's say, just to exaggerate it, has a very stiff arm. Yeah, let's say just to exaggerate it. First thing I wanna do is, I wanna get as close to my distance as possible. I don't wanna be out here. So I wanna come up close as I comfortably can to him, to this hand. I don't want to be afraid of it. Second thing is, if you're working the peekaboo style, you're working head movement, he has the head out. I don't want to be here peekabooing all day, moving this head around. Let's say he's jabbing me. I don't want to be here trying to waste my energy all day doing that. I want to save that for when I need it. So the second thing I'm going to do is, once he has the hand out, is I'm going to engage that hand. Even if I just lightly touch it, you'd be surprised how much just a little bit of touch is gonna take the steam out of that. And usually when you touch that hand, they don't like it, they're gonna start to pull away. So I get up close, and then I just touch that hand. Now I have a little bit of control. If I wanna knock it down, if I wanna push it to the side, or if I wanna actually just kind of keep it there to protect myself. Let's say he's jabbing me, and then the hook, and then messing around. There, now at least I'm in between, my glove is in between his fist and my face. And that's what I need. So that's step number 2. I come up close and I get this glove and I touch, I engage him. Now the third thing that I want to do to make myself harder to hit is I want to start to build in some lateral motion. It doesn't have to be too much, but I want to move so that I'm not a stationary target for a little bit. It doesn't have to be everything that you're doing. So here he is, hand out, okay? Instead of being back here, I come up to it, I engage it, and then I start to move laterally. Laterally, you jab it here. Yes, that's right. And then I start to move. And then I can mix up my head movement and my glove and be to where I want to be with my range, that hand isn't keeping me way back here, nor is it tagging me or disrupting me. So again, I go with the lateral motion. Boom, and see, now I've got some choice because I'm catching it, I'm ducking, I'm slipping. Now all of a sudden, I'm from where I want to be and I can create something and start some action. So let's go over the 4 ways that you're going to enter. Now the key is your opponent, if they're experienced, is going to know these different things that you can do. So you got to know them and then you can start to mix them up. If to prevent them from timing you with the right hand, one of the tricks you got to do is pretend you're going one way and go the other way. But let's go over the 4 basic ways. So he's got the hand out. Okay? So there's the most obvious one, which is what they're going to sense you're going to do is, I don't like this hand in my face, I'm going to knock it down and I'm going to come in. So often they'll use that to time you. That's the most predictable one. As soon as I touch, he's going to throw the right hand. Boom. Yeah, right there. Boom, right? So that's the most straightforward one, but that's the one they're going to time you with. The other one is I'm going to jab to the body. So here, if I'm in my stance, I bring this back leg in and I drop. Okay, you don't even need necessarily to bring that back foot in. If I'm moving laterally, then I can drop. So I got to go low and I got to go high. Okay? Next one is I'm going to step out here, and then from here, I've got my shot. So here we're moving this way, and then I slip left and I go. That's my 3rd option. Then my 4th option is I step right here, watch my back foot. He's got out just to keep it slow. I go here. See my back foot steals a little bit of room, and then I come up this way, okay? And then technically the 5th one is if he holds the hand out, I actually slip and throw at the same time. That's the 5th one. So we've done everything in the first 3 steps to get to the place we want to be, so that we can fire from where we want to be. That's really important. No matter what tactic or technique you use, if I'm out here, I'm ineffective. So first I get up to where I want to be. Now, if I'm moving lateral motion, then I can start to apply some of the different entry points. Now, you want to take it to the next level. The next level is you fake one and you go the other way. And I'm just going to do this slow so you get the idea and you can see it. You're going to be the one who's going to have to bring it to your practice and put it into action. You're going to have to create it, but I can break it down for you right here. So let's see, he's got the glove out. Let me just break it down for you really easy. I fake right, go left. I fake that I'm coming in with the touch, and all this happens really fast. Touch, but slip instead. Then go. Okay? Fake low, but then come high. Next one, I fake like I'm moving left. I fake like I'm going out here, like I'm going to slip and go to the body instead. So you see that when you have those entry points and you know them, then you start to fake one, go to the other. Fake one, go to the other. Fake like you're going to go do something else. That's just on the go. I can even just fake in general. Let's say I'm moving here, moving here, moving. He doesn't know when I'm coming if I'm faking those entry points. So it's all part of keeping the hand up here, but then moving the head and lateral motion. Here, okay, playing around with those different ranges. Let me just summarize everything for you really quick. He puts the hand out strong. I don't want to be out here. If I'm out here, I'm way too far. You can see this coming from a mile away. Boom, okay? I want to get up close. I want to just touch this hand, just touch it. Whatever it does, if it's moving around, I just kind of want to be in the way of it. It doesn't have to be that I'm perfectly chasing it. Next thing is, I want to move laterally. This makes it so he has to adjust. He's always a quarter of a step behind. Know the entry points. And then if you can get to it, you're going to fake one and go with the other. We're moving. I fake, boom, go low. I fake like I'm coming over top, go low. I fake low, come high. All the different kinds of variations. You want to get him to throw that right hand so that you can either slip it or you're going to beat him to the punch if he doesn't throw it. All right, so I know it's a lot in this video, but it's the way that you got to work it so you can deal with that long arm in your face. Don't be afraid of it. Move right up to it. know your options, know how to fake one and go with the other, work in the lateral motion. This isn't gonna solve it, but it's gonna make it a hell of a lot easier. All right, thanks Nate for coming out, helping me out with this video. I needed someone with the long arm of the law to really show what's going on. Check out Nate's channel as well. I'm gonna leave a link down in the video description below to check out some of the stuff that we're doing over to his channel. Just did a recent video, closing your eyes, working balance, working sound, and all that kind of stuff. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace.